students, let's get to work. We're talking more about the slope of a line. This time, we'll talk about the slope of a line calculated by coordinate points. So the title of my video is Slope of a Line with Coordinates. Remember in the last video, I taught you that slope of a line equals rise over run. That is the vertical change divided by the horizontal change. Slope of a line is a measure of the steepness of a line. A slope like this is larger than a slope like this. And a slope going down has a negative value. Let's measure the steepness of these lines. Don't forget, rise over run. Vertical change divided by horizontal change. Now here's another way to calculate slope. Use the coordinate points. y1 minus y2 will give you the rate of change vertically. x1 minus x2 will give you the rate of change horizontally. Okay, let's give it a try. So let's say we want to know the slope of this line right here. Okay, get your y1. So the y value here is 5. The y value here, y2, is 0. So let's write that down, 5 minus 0. I just filled in these numbers here. y1 comes from this 5. y2 comes from this 0. Those are the y coordinates. Okay, then x1 minus x2. So you have to use the same one that you started with. I started here for y1, so I must use this same point for x1. x1 is equal to 1. x0 comes from here, and it is equal to 0. So the slope of this line is 5. Okay, good job. Let's keep going. Now, let's look at this line down here. First, identify your y1, y2, x1, and x2. So why don't we start right here and here. y1 equals 1. x1 equals 6. Okay, now let's identify x2 and y2. Here, x2, I'll write real small, x2 equals 2, and here y2 equals -1. Okay, let's calculate the slope of this line. y1 minus y2, that will be 1 minus a -1. Negative numbers are very important when you calculate the slope of a line. 1 minus, I'll use parentheses to help, minus -1. And then x1 minus x2 is negative, I'm sorry, not negative, it is 6 minus 2. I'm going to do that again right here. Suddenly, I'm afraid if you can't see down on the screen. Let me do it right here in this box. Okay, again, y1 here is 1 minus y2, that's minus -1 in parentheses, so it's not confusing, divided by x1 equals 6 minus x2 equals 2. The slope of this line is 1 minus a -1 equals +2, divided by 6 over 6 minus 2 equals 4. The slope is 2/4. 2/4 equals 1/2. Okay, the slope of the line is 1/2. Good job. I'm going to write these slopes on the lines bigger. This slope was 5. This slope here is 1/2. Okay, one more to go. I think I'll change colors so I don't get confused. A little blue is nice. Okay, identify your y1, y2, x1, and all that kind of stuff. Let's start here. y1 is 6. x1 is 3. And then what are these points? x2 is 7. y2 is 5. Great, now let's do the math, and I'll squeeze it in right here. Okay, y1 is 6 minus y2 is 5, divided by x1 is 3 minus x2 is 7. That equals 6 minus 5 is 1. 3 minus 7 is -4. The slope of this line equals -1/4. Let me write that big on the line. -1/4. Okay, take a look at these different slopes. This line's slope is -1/4. Just get an idea for what these slopes mean. This line's slope is 1/2. And this line's slope is 5. 5 is a very steep slope. 1/2 is not as steep. -1/4 is gently rolling downwards. Okay, good job, guys. You'll need to know how to do this for your quizzes, your warm-ups, and your tests, and you'll need to be good at this for high school. So don't forget, slope equals rise over run. And you can also use coordinates. There they are, right there. You can use coordinates to calculate slope. Bye-bye.